Wonder Twins issue 2 sees the Scrambler complain about food in the Lexicon private prison. The guard delivering the food doesn't care, so the Scrambler loses his powers to switch minds with the guard when he gets close. The body switch guard pleads with the villain to release him, so he does, only to lock the prison guard's body in the prison and switch back to his normal body, trapping the guard in the cell and escaping the prison. Elsewhere, the Honors Club Zahn and Jaina are part of are told that due to budget cuts they will not be going to the planetarium. Instead, the teacher has found somewhere even better to go. The twins are excited to see where their field trip is going, and soon they learn that they are going to the Lexicon private prison, where they are taken on a tour of the prison that uses its inmates as a workforce for customer service, readying them for when they finish their sentence, then they can enter the world as a normal person. Jaina notes that most of the people in the prison actually don't need to be there, which leads to the group being kicked out of the prison. Elsewhere, Beast Boy fights the villain Jacobin, who looks to cut off the hero's head with a guillotine. Beast Boy, however, distracts the villain and his henchmen with fruity pies, however, freeing himself as the police arrive to arrest the villain. It's revealed, however, that this is all a commercial that Garfield is shooting thanks to his now celebrity status. Once it's over, Superman arrives, introducing Garfield to the Wonder Twins in order for him to show them the ropes. Elsewhere, the Scrambler contacts Lex Luthor, learning Luthor filled his position on the Legion of Doom, which angers the villain since he was promised a seat at the board for another year. Lex says that the villain owes him, and why doesn't Scrambler work for the secondary Legion of Doom team? At the Hall of Justice, Beast Boy learns from the Wonder Twins that they share similar abilities to him, and after sharing some funny situations their powers have gotten them into, they are shown the records of the villains the League have captured and imprisoned. Jaina doesn't agree with prisons since Exor doesn't actually have any. Garfield tells her to give it a chance with their new assignment: take down the League of Annoyance. The League of Annoyance, meanwhile, gets together for their annual meeting, where the Scrambler arrives welcomed by his new team members as Praying Mantis gets to business, learning how each member's Mayhem Initiatives are going. The team rattle off their nefarious plans, such as trolling the Justice League's social media, but Praying Mantis has hoped that they would come up with something better, especially Baron Nightblood, who is a vampire. The Baron says that he is 1 month sober, and if he bites someone who has had alcohol in their system recently, it would break his streak and send him spiraling down the rabbit hole. Mantis is still disappointed, and the Baron relents, saying that he'll go out and bite some people then if it will make them happy. At the Hall of Justice, the twins talk about prison, with Jaina still not agreeing that prisons are the answer for villains' rehabilitation. Her brother wants her to give Earth a chance, but all Jaina can think of is if she has been on the phone with someone who has been locked away. Zahn isn't listening as he has found an ad in a comic book about a pet monkey which he desperately wants. Supercomputer alerts them to Baron Nightblood leaving the League of Annoyance's base to go out hunting, so the Wonder Twins spring into action. Baron Nightblood meanwhile ambushes a couple leaving a steakhouse, but before he can drain them, Zahn attacks him as the Baron says he only ever wanted to focus on his sobriety. The villain angrily attacks Zahn, telling the boy he isn't strong enough to fight a vampire. Zahn knows this, however, which is why he brought his sister, who has turned into a gorilla, punching the vampire and knocking him out. The heroes take the vampire to the police station, which directs them on to Lexicon. At the prison, they tell the guards that he is an alcoholic vampire and they will need to deal with him accordingly, meaning he will get a private cell. The guards tell the heroes that they will alert them when it's time to pick Nightblood up for his court appearance. As they leave, the prison guard is told that there aren't any private cells left, but they don't care, placing Nightblood in the general population cells that are filled with other people. The next morning, Garfield arrives at the Hall of Justice with a package for Zahn, asking how their mission went. Jaina isn't sure about the prison system since all they end up doing is working for Lex Luthor, which as heroes they really should see as a big problem. Garfield knows that the system isn't perfect, but they need to work in the world that they live in. Zahn opens the box to reveal his new monkey partner as the prison buzzer goes off. Returning to Lexicon, they hand in the buzzer to collect Nightblood, but are shocked to find that he has given in to his bloodlust and killed everyone in the general population cell. Wonder Twins issue 2 was another really funny book that also broached some pretty big topics like prison reform, especially in America, and they did it in a really interesting way. I absolutely love the comedy this book is going for as well, by including crappy villains like Scrambler or the alcoholic vampire Baron Nightblood. The League of Annoyance is also a pretty fun new team, and while I know we definitely won't see them outside of this book, I'd love to see them tangle with some other heroes just for the sake of laughs. That's all they're really worth, and they're great at that. I absolutely love this new villain team and can't wait to see more of them. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.